They say the neon lights are bright on Broadway. What are they talking about? Broadway's a street that runs diagonally through Manhattan all the way from its southern tip to past Sleepy Hollow, Westchester, 30 miles away. But the true magic happens around Midtown and Times Square, the theater district. And that's where there are 41 professional theaters, all built since the 1900s and each seating over 500 people. So when you're giving your regards to Broadway, we're talking theater and not Sleepy Hollow, which is a whole other story. I'm going to assume you know all about the glamour side of Broadway. Hamilton, Book of Mormon, Wicked, Moulin Rouge, Lion King. Musicals defying gravity and making money with songs you sing in the shower. I'm going to take you behind the scenes to arguably the most important people on Broadway. Not the brilliant playwrights or composers or the stars with their triple threats. These people are maybe even more important than Bernadette or Patty. I'm talking about the elusive producers. The people who choose the shows and raise the money to put them on. The people who create the unlikely alliance of art and money. Now, Broadway shows cost up to $600,000 a week to run. And so what if the average Broadway show costs $16 million to produce? Money makes the world go round, but don't rain on my parade when it comes to art. But how do the producers choose what to mount on Broadway? Well, your guess is as good as theirs, because basically, it's intuition. Now, you should know that every person in New York City either has an idea for a musical, or is writing a musical, or happens to have a script for their musical in their pocket. So how does the lucky producer find the golden musical? One way is Broadway Shark Tank, which is what I attended recently. In the audience around me were theater composers, writers, producers, investors, and actors, all of us munching on free snacks and drinks. There's no biz like showbiz, as they say. Here, 3 big producers, whose credits included Kinky Boots, Sweeney Todd, and a chorus line to name only a very few. They sat in a panel, and we all watched excerpts from brand new musicals hot off the press, which were pitched to the producers. Hopes, dreams, and heart jam-packed in a few short minutes. First, based on a true story, there was a musical about an old-girl convicted criminal band, where the women taught themselves music behind bars and became big in Texas in the 1930s. Then, a musical about estranged siblings reconnecting over a brother's passing. A family triumphing over dysfunction. After that, it was a gay love story set in Germany in the 1500s, where 2 male novices in the monastery fell in love while the local grain supply had been tainted with some hallucinatory alchemy. This was followed by a black queer trans-led musical love story about 2 black women, one cis and one trans, who fell in love in a mental health ward. And lastly, a Dickensian orphan story set in present-day Brooklyn, where a narcissistic millennium is faced with the ghosts of her Hanukkah's past. It was a kosher Christmas carol aiming to make the world a kinder place. Now afterwards, the guy sitting next to me happened to be a producer, and he turned to me and he told me, "I like the Hanukkah musical. I'm going to approach the creators." And there you have it. That's one way musicals and theater get mounted and head towards Broadway. Meanwhile, elsewhere, as you're watching this, countless musicals are being developed all over New York City and pitched everywhere, from the subway to Central Park to the Plaza Hotel. After all, if you've got something to say, the best way is to sing it. And first of all, to a producer.
A Jack Feldstein animation for your brilliant imagination.